Today I would like to share with you guys my choices for my son for third grade for the 2020-2021 school year. So we'll get started with reading. We're going to continue with the Pathway Readers, and he made it to the fourth grade book last school year, and we're just going to continue on where he left off, and we'll keep going. I really like these books. They are written for Amish schools, I believe, and so there's a lot of good morals taught in them, and they are interesting stories. So we're going to continue using the Pathway Readers for reading, and my son will basically read this aloud to me every day. So for handwriting, we're going to continue using Zaner-Bloser. This is 3, and it is focusing on cursive. He did learn cursive last year with Zaner-Bloser 2C, so this is just going to be continuing doing cursive for him. The lines are a little smaller in this book than last year's book. So that's what we will be using for handwriting, and this is one of the older versions of the book. So there is a newer version available. So for math, we're going to be continuing with Saxon with him, Saxon Math 3, and he finished Math 2 last year, and we just continued on into Math 3. So we're already a ways through the book, and we'll just continue on from where we started. I do have a review for Saxon Math 3 if you're interested in a more in-depth look at what this program is like. So we're going to be continuing on with Saxon Math 3 for math. So for grammar and writing, I have Abeka's Language 3. So this is going to be teaching grammar and also writing, as I mentioned. So I also have a flip through of this if you want to see this in more detail. So this is what we'll be using for grammar and writing. Here's the teacher manual. For spelling, we're going to be using All About Spelling. We started All About Spelling halfway through last school year because our other program wasn't working for my son. So we made it through level 1 and partway through level 2, and we're just going to continue on. It has been working really, really well for him. So I do have a review of level 1 if you want to see that on my channel. So this is what we will be using for spelling, and this is fun because it has little magnetic tiles, and my son really enjoys that. For science, we're going to be doing the Young Explorer series, Exploring Creation with Astronomy. This is from Apologia, and these books can be used for grades K through 6. So if you have multiple children, you can use it for multiple grades. And we have done this one before when my son was in preschool, and he doesn't really remember much from it, but he's really into astronomy right now, so I think this will be perfect for him this year. So they do have a second edition of this if you are interested in this and you want the latest information about astronomy. Next, for history, we're continuing using Story of the World. This is volume 3, and so you have the book that you read out of here, and it has some illustrations. So either you can read this aloud to your kids. If they're older, they can read it to themselves. Or you can get the CDs that reads it aloud to your children. But I usually read it aloud myself. And we really enjoy Story of the World because it goes through history chronologically, and it's written more in a story form, so it isn't really super dry. It's interesting. So you can get the activity book if you're interested in this, and there's coloring pages and activities that go along with it. So my kids like to color the coloring pages while I am reading out of the book. This activity book also has comprehension questions and book suggestions and crafts and activities. So that would be in this front part here. So that's what we're going to be doing for history, and both of my kids will be doing this together. Next, for art, we're going to be continuing with Artistic Pursuits. This is K through 3, book 3. We've already done the first 2, and all 3 of them together go through history, so from ancient times to the modern times, and art, from ancient art to modern art. So in this book, it's going to go all the way to modern art. I think about the 60s, I think it goes to. So there's a lot of sculpture and modeling and very fun activities in here. So this one's a fun activity. I did do this one with my daughter when she was in 3rd grade. She didn't really like the modern art because she didn't think it really looked like anything, but I think we're going to enjoy doing it with my son. And toward the end, you get to do art on the computer too. So that gets all the way to modern art there, doing your own art on the computer. So that's what we're doing for art. For Spanish, we're going to continue using what we have been using the last 2 years, the complete book of Spanish. So for 1st grade, he did the easiest worksheets and then moved to little harder ones in 2nd grade, and we'll just continue using this for 3rd grade as well. So he's already done some of the worksheets in here. So you can cut out flashcards for this, and I laminated mine for the vocabulary words. Some of them have pictures. So that's what we'll be doing for Spanish. Next, we're going to be doing Mindbenders Level 1. So these are logic puzzles. This is from the Critical Thinking Company. And this is the first book in the series. It's 3x3 squares, and they're just fun little puzzles. It gets to 4x4 here toward the end. And it does say pre-K through K here, but I think this would be a little difficult for a 4 or 5-year-old. That's my personal opinion. Maybe some kids might be ready for it, but my kids weren't ready at 4 and 5 years old to do it. So we're starting it in 3rd grade and probably do 1 level per grade. That's what we've done with my daughter. We are probably going to do this Health, Safety, and Manners 3 from Abeka, because Abeka had offered for a while 25 free hours for Abeka Academy. So I bought this book, and we may use those free hours for my son to do health with the Abeka Academy video lessons. So for Bible, we just read the Bible in chronological order. Last year we started in Genesis and made it through some of 1 Samuel, and we'll just start from 1 Samuel and continue forward. I really like doing the Bible chronologically as well as I like doing history chronologically as well. And my son also for music does piano lessons with me, and these are my absolute favorite piano books for kids. So we just love the Piano Adventures by the Fabers there. So he'll be doing piano lessons with me, and we also do read-alouds as well. So I will just pick something off the shelf and read it. So those are our choices for the upcoming school year for 2020-2021. If you guys have any questions about any of these, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.